biggest lesson of my life, I would say it's a hood lifetime story. That's what it is. When you're younger, you tend to go for the bad boys. You go for the bad boys, and I mean, you don't know no better, so you go for the bad boys, basically. And I was young, in love with a bad boy. He took me down, through real. You hear me? I almost broke your girl down to your full caps. And this is 18 years ago. I ain't gonna dare to tell y'all my age, but anyways. But that was 18 years ago. I was with someone, and basically, he was in the streets, and issues, basically. Father issues, and the guy took me through everything. He cheated, didn't come home, was missing for 3 and 4 days, and then when he come home, I fussed, fight, but I was all right because guess what? He was home, and us as women at times, we just as young women, you tend to, especially I found the ones that have father issues or just feel like they need someone in their life or insecurities. It can be a number of issues. And mine was both insecurities and father issues. And this guy, after 10 years of being with him, he had babies on me, um, cheated, didn't come home, but he paid bills. And it's really not so much of the financial situation, it's the fact that I tried to make the financial situation of the reason why I was staying with him, but I was actually in love. I felt like I didn't want to be without him. And no matter what he did, I gave him the benefit of the doubt and argue and fussing and all that kind of stuff. I still took him back. And when you do those things, a guy will really think you, oh, she just arguing, she just talking. I mean, she ain't did nothing else. So that let them know your self worth. And they'll treat you like trash when you don't know your self worth. Period. And I didn't know that. And like I said, this man took me through hell, fussing, abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. And I thank God to this day that I'm still standing. And I don't look like what I've been through. And I've been through it. And that's not to say that I'm a victim, I'm a survivor, period. Um, he had babies on me. And after 10 years, him going to prison, getting out of prison, I held it down for him. That's that ride or die, as they say, that ride or die. I stood 10 toes down. When he got out, I was in school. I went to school, became a nurse. He, we got married, um, and it still didn't stop. I'm thinking, okay, he got these babies. I'm thinking I'm showing these chicks like I'm the one because he married me. We have no kids together. He married me though, and so I felt like I was winning, but none of us was winning. All of us was losing because he wasn't consistent in the kid's life, which I tried to make him be a part of the kid's life. And like I said, neither one of us was winning, me or these chicks. And he felt like, I guess, I don't know what made him feel like I was the chosen one to marry me. And we got married, and me thinking those things would change. It didn't change. It got worse because guess what? We're married now. And he tried to always put the fault on or try to look at other people's situation as if theirs was worse because basically I was in the blind. I was in the house. I didn't go nowhere. I stayed home, went to work or school, and that was it. And he had it that way. So, when the guy have you stuck up in the house like that and they out in the streets like that, they trying to keep you from something. And a lot of the chicks that he was dealing with, they knew they knew about me. They knew he had an old lady. They knew he had a girl. They knew he had a wife. You know what I'm saying? But they don't care. He making money. He probably giving them some. You know what I'm saying? Breaking them off a little something. And as I said, we all was young. And that's not to say talk down on any of them, but at the end of the day, they knew. You know what I'm saying? They knew. And after 10 years of, and we get married. We got married in 2010. Yeah, 2010. Got married. Like I said, it didn't change. And it got worse. Not coming home for 3 and 4 days. Um, when he come home, fighting, cursing me, calling me all out my name. And I was so insecure, you guys. And people tell me all the time, girl, you pretty. But a person can talk to you till they face turn blue. Leave him, girl, leave him. You thought I was gonna leave him? Hell no. And I didn't. Until I got tired. A person could talk to you until they face turn blue. But until you get tired, until you say, and you make up in your mind that you say, enough is enough, you're gonna stay and you're gonna endure it. But I feel like it was a learning lesson for me. I felt like it was a lifetime story, basically. Because after getting married in 2010, we stayed together, and him doing all those things, I decided, you know what I'm saying? And even though the days that he was gone, 3 and 4 days he was gone, he'll swear to God, it wasn't no girl. It was drugs. It was this. It was that. Everything but what I claim him to be doing. And in 2016, he came after being gone for 3 or 4 days. And mind you, I had surgery. And the day I had surgery, I went into surgery, my husband wasn't there. He wasn't there. When I came out of surgery, he wasn't there. So my sister took me to her house. He came and knocked on the door after being gone, missing for 4 days. For 4 days. Four. I want my wife. I want my wife. I want my wife. Me, just getting out of the hospital. Even though I was sad, still at the same time, I left my sister's house to go with him. And this was like, how stupid can you be? But you don't think like that. You think, okay, I'm winning because guess what? I'm the wife. But none of us was winning. None of us. All the girls that he was sleeping with, continued to sleep with, mess with, children, none of us was winning. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful to the most. You know what I'm saying? And 2016, I made up in my mind and I said, you know what? Enough is enough. I left everything. Everything. Got in my car. I left clothes, furniture, house, everything. And I just pray to God, God, take me out of this situation. I just want to leave this situation and be done with it. And after leaving that situation, you know, you get so caught up in the lifestyle that you're living and you become accustomed to the lifestyle that you're living. You get frustrated because you basically now I'm fending for me now. I mean, my work checks have to go to bills. My work checks then just went to me. And like I said, I was living a lifestyle that was, it was good and it was sad. It was good because I was worry free from bills or anything like that, or worry free from anything. But I was sad and lonely. Sad and lonely. And that's when you know you don't know your self-worth and you just let a person just take you down through there. And I was literally taken down through there, period. This man took me through it. And after leaving, one of his kids' mom, I don't even want to talk about her, but anyways, she emailed me and told me she been dealing with him the whole 10 years that we had been together. We got married in 2010, And we split up in 2016. I left in 2016. She said the whole time she had been messing with him for 10 years. 10 years. And I felt like I still, like at the end of the day, I felt like I still was winning. I used to tell her, okay, girl, he still won't be with you because guess what? He married me, had a child by you, and guess what? He still ain't gonna make you his old lady, which he did. And she emailed me and told me this. And I feel bad for her because she's still in it. I feel bad for her because she's still in it, and I guess she don't have a clue. She don't have a clue, and she's still in it. And done had another baby since we've been split up. And my divorce was finalized in 2019 of this year. 2019 of this year. I went and filed for my divorce at the end of 2016. And being wavery, not thinking, saying to myself, should I go back? Do I want to go back? And I didn't. I didn't. I got to think about all the things that I've been through. And when you're in a relationship, sometimes I stayed in it because I said, you know what, I don't want to be alone. I didn't want to be alone. But guess what? I was alone in a relationship. I was alone in a relationship. And I got to the point of saying, you know what, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And it took me some time to gain my self-respect, to gain my security back, to gain my power back. Because before I was broken. I was broken. I was insecure. I felt like if this man is not with me, nobody's going to want me. I felt ugly. I felt horrible, you know. And he did that to me. He made me feel like that. He talked to me like I was nothing. He treated me like I was nothing. Besides, like I said, paying bills. And when you think about it, a lot of times you look at the stars and be like, oh girl, as long as he paying my bills. No, no. You can pay your own bills. Or somebody else can pay your bills. Not so much it's about paying bills, but you can be with somebody else that will do those things for you and don't treat you like that. I mean, and I had to think about it. I have a daughter, and I wouldn't want to see my daughter go through those things that I went through. And it becomes a pattern. It becomes a pattern. If you don't break the generational curse, it becomes a pattern. And I thank God right now that I am where I am today because I had to gain my security back. I had to gain my power back. I started working out. I started praying. It been days that I broke down. Like I felt like I was going to have a mental breakdown because I was in this relationship for 18 years. 18 years. And I went through all these things. And it was a learning lesson. But I feel like sometimes I still feel like I could have left a long time ago. But that's where the lesson comes in. That's where the lesson comes in. And like I said, I feel like it was a hood Lifetime movie because this man was living a whole lifestyle that I didn't even know about because I was in the house, didn't do anything. My ear went to the streets. So I didn't know what he was doing out there. He had a whole family going on. He was messing with other chicks. I mean, like, a lot. But that's pretty much my story. And I'm going to be giving y'all little bits and pieces and nuggets of my story. So tell me what you think about this. And like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. This is your girl, Jess Keto. Bye.